Grandma was a widower for a long time. My grandpa died when my mom was 4, and there was a culture of church there. So Sunday morning you were in church. And so it wasn't long after that I came along, and she was determined that I was going to know Jesus. By the time I was 7, I had 2 sisters and 2 brothers, and my mom got really sick, so I was the only one that was in school, so I went to live with Grandma. Now, Grandma had a full-time job, so she was back to being a single parent. And so, but those were my defining days. Not only that, you know, we talk about the church as a family, and she would take me Sunday morning and Sunday nights to Central. And the people that were there that cared about me, you know, we went to children's church at night, you know, and they would have us pray at night. That was what the Lord was about for me. And then when that was over, I would go and sit beside, the rule was I walk over to the prayer room where the adults were and sat beside Grandma. Those are my defining days. That was my foundation. Her determination, because it would have been simpler not to, right? It would have been simpler if she didn't. She could have just stayed in her house and be Grandma. But instead, she made the sacrifices, and she came and got us so that we would know Jesus. I went back home by then. By about 7 months, I lived with Grandma, and went back home, and they had moved up to the Campbellville area. And but then she came 40 minutes every Sunday morning to get all of us, by that time they're 6, and take us back to church. And not only that, she made sure that we were in the youth group. All of us would go on Friday nights, and she really felt that the Lord would want us to know Him. And I'm not sure that she knew everything that was happening in our house, but she knew that we needed the Lord if we were going to get through it. She taught me that God can, no matter what. She taught me that bad things happen to good people. And she taught me that you don't give up because something bad happens. You hang in there. You get into the Word. She taught me that when trouble comes, open up the Bible. Find out what God says to you, and hang in there, because you'll get through this. And so that has gotten me through so many things. She had taught me to not ask why, but to ask, what am I supposed to learn? You know, and to me, that's the most important thing. Lord, what are you teaching me in all of this? And to trust Him no matter what. Just trust Him. So you walk through the bad times, you don't turn around and run. You walk through them and you trust Him to be there. When you do that, when you can trust even in the bad times that God is with you, you can get through anything. And that's where the joy comes from. You're not alone.